Hello, this is Jonathan Hudson, and today I'm going to look at a few more mission planning tips and tricks in Multi-Week Planner. Okay. So, first thing is from last time, the last video. Creating a mission is actually incredibly simple. I've just enabled on-map editing and create my waypoints. There we are. I've created my mission. And if I want to return to home, then very simple on the map. Click return to home, and what's actually happened I can see in the mission editor, or mission tote as I will inevitably call it. We can see there's actually an extra waypoint. Doesn't have a number, doesn't have a position, it's kind of a state. It says after you've reached 5, go home. One of the things that's not intuitively obvious on the map, it's far more obvious in the tote, is how to remove this return to home state. So in the tote, it's obvious. Right click on it, delete it. It's just gone back to a waypoint. I'm going to convert it back to RTH again. If I then go to the map, click and get the menu here, then if I click on delete, it actually deletes the underlying waypoint. It doesn't delete the RTH status. So let's accidentally do that. It's just moved the RTH state to the previous waypoint. I didn't really want to do that. So let's make that a waypoint. Let's put waypoint 5 there, convert him to RTH. So if I want to just get rid of the RTH state on waypoint 5 on the map, I don't delete it, I just change it back to being a waypoint. And there we are. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you. Second thing I wanted to show you was, well, I've done my mission, but what happens if I decided I wanted an intermediate waypoint here between 1 and 2? Well, the easiest way to do it is just to create another waypoint and then go to the tote, select it, grab it by the number and drag it to where you want to go, and here I want it between 1 and 2. So there we are. That was pretty easy as well. But that wasn't the real point of doing this video. The real reason for doing this video, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, was that I wanted to show you some uses of the point of interest waypoint. So you may wonder why I even want to talk about point of interest, because in MultiWe, and this is Multi-Week Planner after all, it actually did what it said. It created a point, and as you flew round waypoints around this point of interest, the machine would always point at it. So I guess for aerial photography, video, that was quite convenient. iNav can't do that yet, but it can still be useful. So here I want to create a mission that is 3 concentric circles, and is going to start up quite low and climb quite high in a, I don't know, autistic, well, maybe not really, sort of fashion. And enabling the point of interest here allows me to use this add shape menu item. So when I click on add shape, I get this dialog, and it allows me to enter a set of, or define a set of waypoints around the point of interest. If I just said 3 points, I'd got a triangle. If I'd said 4, I'd got a rectangle. And if I say a reasonable number, I'll get something that approximates to a circle. So I'm going to say start with 25. I'm going to have them at 35 meters radial range. The offset angle is starting at 0, which means the first one's going to be up here, and we're going to go clockwise. Click apply. There we are. There's my first set of points. I'm now going to go to a set of points inside this, and to make the transition between the 2 circles a little smoother, I'm going to get rid of this guy. So set point of interest again, add shape. I'm limited to 60 points in iNav, so I'm going to choose 18 for this circle, 25. I'm going to have an offset angle to make the transition a little smoother. Click apply. It's my second set of points, which goes from 27 to 45. I can't see 27 because it's under 45 here, but if I select it in the tote, you'll see it's now pulled to the top of the pile, which is quite a useful way to find hidden waypoints in complex missions. So 27 plays 45, shift select, set all altitudes, 35 meters. Okay, and the one thing I want to do now, again as I did last time, is get rid of this last point on this particular circle. So he's gone. Go back up to the top point of interest again. Add shape. This time I'm just going to add 12 points. I'm going to set the radius to 15. I'm going to set the offset to 30, again to make the entry a little cleaner. Click apply. That's my final set. I'm now up to 57 waypoints. So I no longer need this point of interest because iNav doesn't know what to do with it, so I can get rid of that, which will give me a waypoint back. 56. It's my last one on the list. And again, I'm going to increase the altitude for this inner circle. And let's not alarm the neighbours, so let's just set it up to 45. Click apply. Great. So what I'd really like to do is actually descend quite quickly from this waypoint here to a waypoint across my inner circle here, because I'm going to be standing around this yellow tree. So that's going to be 30 meters. If I descend 30 meters in 30 meters, it'll probably be quite interesting. So let's just add one more waypoint. I'm going to drag him to the edge of the circle. Let's go and see. He's 30.3 meters. Perfect. I'm going to inline edit this altitude to 15. So I'm now going to descend 30 meters in 30 meters. And I've got 3 waypoints left. One of them is going to be RTH, so I've got 2 left. Let's create one here to sort of stabilize everything and fly out to here. Set that one to RTH, and then I'll fly back home, which is going to be about here. Good, I'm done. So the next thing I want to do is save this mission. Natalie Marsh, SP Spiral. Save. Good. So, what next? Connect to the flight controller. Connect to the flight controller, and I've got 6 satellites. So navigation is unsafe, and it's unsafe because I've only got 5 to 6 satellites, and also the RC link is not there because the transmitter's not on. The next thing I'm going to do is upload this to the flight controller, and as I do that, you'll see here the waypoint count increasing as I do that, and that'll happen very quickly because this is over USB. So there we are. I've uploaded the mission. It tells me that it's valid. Click OK. And this tick here means that MultiWii Planner has also checked the validity. So every time it uploads a waypoint, it also downloads it, compares the two, and sees they're the same. I've now got a valid number of satellites, but navigation is still unsafe. Why is that? Well, it's because, let's just upload it again while I've got 7. So iNav confirms the upload, but it's also unsafe because I'm at home, I'm not down at the field, I'm more than 100 meters. So that's another explanation of why you might get that rather enigmatic navigation is up unsafe status. Okay, and actually the final thing I will do is save the mission to the EEPROM. And again, iNav uploads it, so you're absolutely sure what you see on the map is what you got in the flight controller. iNav thinks it's safe. The mission's safe, but the distance is not safe till I go down the field. So what I'm going to do now is finish this video, go down the field and fly this mission. So thanks for watching, have fun, enjoy flying iNav with MWP.